You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating. New, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Thank you for joining us here on News 25 and Ace Country Radio and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices on this Thursday, February 19, 2026. Good evening, I'm Chris Palermo in for UNet Gentry. 2 people were shot Thursday morning in the Mountain Falls neighborhood of Pahrump. Police are calling it a domestic incident with no further threat to the public. One victim was transported via Mercy Air to UMC and another to Desert View Hospital. News 25 was on the scene.
At approximately 7:30 this morning, Nye County Dispatch received reports of a shooting on Jujubee Street in the Mountain Falls area. According to the initial report, the incident began as a domestic dispute inside a home where a wife allegedly shot her husband. Authorities say the wounded man then fled to a neighboring residence seeking help. Investigators report the situation escalated further when the woman followed him to the neighboring house and allegedly shot the neighbor inside his own home. The first victim, identified as the husband, was airlifted by Mercy Air to UMC Trauma for advanced treatment. The second victim was transported by ground ambulance to the Desert View Hospital. We spoke with Joe McGill about the investigation.
Hi, I'm Sheriff Joe McGill, and I'm here to give you some information on an incident that took place this morning, Thursday morning. At about 7:30 this morning, NCSO Dispatch received a call in reference to a shooting and an individual that had been struck. As the call was progressing, we received information that a second individual was also shot. Deputies arrived at the address on Jujubee, which is in Mountain Falls, and made contact with the 2 shooting victims. One of the victims was a resident of the house next door, and it was found that the next door neighbor who was the initial victim was shot by his wife. This was a domestic incident. As further information arrived, we found that the second individual who was shot, the next door neighbor of the original victim, was shot in his own home as he was trying to assist his next door neighbor, his friend. There is nobody outstanding in this. There was never any danger to the public. The wife, who is the suspect in this, is currently in custody. The initial victim, the husband, was flown by Mercy to Las Vegas for medical treatment. The second victim, the next door neighbor, is currently at Desert View being treated. And we are processing the scene and gathering further information. At this point, it is believed that this was an isolated incident and nothing involving anything further. Thank you.
More news now. An unresponsive person was discovered earlier this morning, Thursday, February 19th, behind Audie's near Albertsons in Pahrump. He later succumbed to his injuries, and Samantha Roberts has the story.
At approximately 8:05 a.m. today, a body was discovered behind Dottie's in the Albertsons parking lot. According to reports, the individual was found unresponsive and surrounded by blood when deputies arrived on scene. The person was transported to Desert View Hospital, where they succumbed to their injuries. The Nye County Sheriff says the death is being ruled suspicious in nature as investigators continue working the scene. The identity of the deceased has not been released, nor their manner of death. Anyone with information related to this incident is urged to contact the Nye County Sheriff's Office at 775-751-7000. Those wishing to remain anonymous can contact Crime Stoppers at 702-385-5555. This remains an active investigation, and additional details will be released as they become available.
And an IP address was used to help arrest a Pahrump man man suspected of child pornography. Christy Willis has more in today's Daily Arrest report.
A 67-year-old Pahrump man is facing multiple felony charges following a child exploitation investigation that began with a cyber tip. According to authorities, on January 4th, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children received a report from a cloud-based storage provider indicating that a video suspected to contain child sexual abuse material had been uploaded to its platform. The file was described as approximately 1 minute and 23 seconds long. Investigators say that the account was traced to Randall Stout of Pahrump. An IP address associated with the upload was reportedly linked to a residential service in the area. On February 18th, detectives executed a search warrant at the residence. Stout was detained and advised of his Miranda rights. Authorities say he agreed to speak with investigators and admitted to seeking out and viewing sexual abuse materials online and to having such materials on his phone and laptop. Several electronic devices were seized during the search, including a cell phone Stout allegedly claimed as his own and consented to having searched. He now faces multiple felony charges, including distribution of pornography involving minors, using an internet service provider to control a visual presentation depicting sexual conduct of a person under the age of 16, possession of presentations depicting sexual conduct of a person under the age of 16. The investigation remains ongoing.
More local stories coming up, sports with Mikey, and of course your weather forecast. You're watching News 25.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. I'm Chris Palermo in for UNet Gentry. U.S. Customs and Border Protection is hiring, but won't be present at one particular college job fair that's happening soon in Las Vegas. There were some concerns about them participating, and now they've withdrawn. More in this report. The College of Southern Nevada will be hosting two upcoming career fairs at their Las Vegas and Henderson campuses. The U.S. Customs and Border Protection intended to send recruiters. That is no longer happening due to some concerns. President of CSN, Stacy Klippenstein, addressed the issue with the statement posted Tuesday, February 17th, on the school's website. His message in part read, "Last week, I shared that the U.S. Customs and Border Protection plan to send recruiters to the career fair. Thank you for sharing your thoughts and concerns with me, Dr. Jonathan Ride, and the CSN leadership team. After a review of the concerns, the leadership team took the opportunity to converse with the CBP recruiters about their participation at the career fair. We appreciated their understanding of the concerns and their decision to withdraw from the fair. Ultimately, they stated that while their focus is to recruit employees, they had no desire to negatively impact the success of the career fair. The fairs are taking place February 24th at the Las Vegas campus and March 5th at the Henderson location. See the full statement online at news.csn.edu. Well, Mitch Marner can remember when Sidney Crosby scored an overtime goal in the 2010 Olympics. Mikey has that. More in sports.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. 2026 Winter Olympics, when Sidney Crosby buried the golden goal at the 2010 Winter Olympics, lifting Canada to gold on home ice. A 13-year-old, Mitch Marner, was racing through his neighborhood with his brother, celebrating the moment. It remains Marner's favorite Olympic memory, a play he replayed over and over as a kid, dreaming of wearing the maple leaf. Now, 16 years later, it's Marner, now a member of the Vegas Golden Knights, creating Olympic magic of his own.
Next goal wins, winner on to the semifinals. Knifing through, they score! Mitch Marner! delivers Canada into the semis.
Marner delivered the overtime winner in Canada's thrilling 4-3 victory over Czechia, punching Canada's ticket to the semifinals, where they will face Finland. Puck drop is set for Friday at 10:40 a.m. The Las Vegas Raiders have reportedly added Ronell Williams to their coaching staff as linebackers coach, according to ESPN's Adam Schefter. On the diamond, the UNLV softball team wraps up its homestand this week, hosting the UNLV Rebel Classic that's going on today till Sunday. And on the prep scene, February 23rd, Pahrump Valley Boys Volleyball hits the road to face El Dorado High School. JV and varsity both get underway at 4 p.m. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Thank you, Mikey. Valley Electric offers budget billing, which helps level out your electric bills. Member Service Representative Alicia Flitcraft explains the program.
This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Valley Electric and its family of companies focused on serving our members. We're better together.
Did you know electrical cooperatives like Valley Electric don't just have customers? We have members like you. Members lead our cooperative, giving us a unique understanding of our local community's needs. Our employees and board of directors are also community members because we belong to the communities we serve. We're able to respond quickly to our members' changing energy needs, whether it's helping you manage your energy use, like sharing tips on how to reduce your energy, or directing you to our Smart Hub application to offer our members more convenience, or participating at local events like festivals, fairs, and safety demonstrations. We care about our community. Remember, you're not just a customer to us, you're a member. The co-op was built to serve you, and that's the cooperative difference. Contact us to learn more about the benefits of membership.
Coming up, we've got a helpful computer tip and, of course, your weather forecast. You're watching News 25.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back to News 25. I'm Chris Palermo in for Unit Gentry. Josh Osborne is here with more advice from Great Computer Deals. He's telling you to beware of fake tech support that could potentially compromise your computer and may steal personal info.
Hey guys, Josh Osborne here with Pahrump's own Great Computer Deals. It's time for another quick tutorial. We're starting a new video series right now called the Top 5 Ways that Scammers Try to Get to You. You ready? Let's get rolling. Method number 1 is what we call fake tech support calls. That's where on your landline at home or your cell phone, you receive a call and that person on that line claims to be with a company that you've heard of before, such as Microsoft. And their job is to convince you that something is happening on your computer that is detrimental, that's horrible. The world is gonna end. If you don't get their help to fix the problem. And what they're gonna ask is for them to remote into your computer with your help. That's always the way these things work. They don't have the ability to get on your computer and hack it on their own. You know why? Because they're just people over in a foreign country who've been trained to have a silver tongue.
Hello, this is tech support. We detected a virus on your computer. You need to allow me remote access immediately to fix it. It's urgent.
If they can convince you that there's a problem and you believe that they are who they say they are, you're gonna give them full access to your computer and you're gonna let them remote into that computer. And what's on that computer? Bank account information, your social media accounts, your email accounts, your business documents are all on there for the picking. So remember this, guys, under no circumstances ever let anybody remote into your computer no matter what they say. Because once they get on there, they have access to everything. Anyway, we got 4 more parts to discuss, so make sure you keep watching. We'll catch you on the next quick tutorial.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
And that's the Lerner and Rowe Weather Cam. We are looking at the mountain pass courtesy of the Nevada DOT cam. No matter what direction you're going in, if you're going to Pahrump or going into Vegas, use caution. The wet snow is falling. The rain is falling. We'll tell you how long this will continue.
Weather is sponsored by the Nevada Dairy Farmers and the Dairy Council of Nevada, sharing the love of all things dairy. Celebrate the best moments with milk. Milk the moment. And the weather is also brought to you by the Ponderosa Dairy, Nevada's largest dairy, fresh from our farm to your table.
Welcome back to News 25. This is your wet weather forecast from the anchor desk. Friendly hit 33 today, and whoa, they're going out 15 tonight. Fallon 36, they're at 16. All right, folks, Carson City is 35 today. They may take the cake for a low temperature 11 degrees tonight. Tonopah's 30. Goldfield is mining 32 degrees. Beatty, it's half of 80. It's 40. Amargosa is 47. Las Vegas, we're a little chilly here in Sin City. Today, 47. We're going down to 37. Death Valley is 56, and it's 38 for a low. Now, today, you could just look out the window. We've got some rain, some clouds. Take your pick. Currently, 43, kind of chilly degrees. Your sun rose this morning. If you saw it for a little bit, 6:26 in the morning. Humidity at 76%. Winds today, south-southeasterly direction, 15 miles an hour, and we did reach 43, but our real field temperatures are more like close to 30 degrees. And like I said, we're at 43 currently in Pahrump in the area of clouds. It was raining heavily earlier. Your sun setting just about now, 5:30, 76% humidity, and your winds 12 miles an hour tonight out of the southeast direction. Tonight, we're looking at a low of 30 degrees. So tomorrow, we're looking for some clearing. Still chilly. Your high is 51. Saturday, 57. We're getting up there a little bit. Sunday and Monday, 64, 69. Tuesday, that's more like it. 73. Straight across the board, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So our low temperature tonight is 30 degrees, and we will gradually go up to 50 for our lows. So now we're getting a lot of rain, and a lot of you have a lot of weeds. I had my weeds sprayed, and the nice man said that, well, the spray is waterproof. Let's just hope so, because it looks like there is a little bit light at the end of the tunnel. And of course, we've been telling you, if you are going over the mountain pass, be careful, because they're still getting weather right up to 10 o'clock tonight. So take it easy over there. That'll just about do it for all of us here tonight. Chris Palermo in for UNET Gentry News 25. Make it a great night.